What is up, hooligans? And happy freedom. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Hooligans, where we try to make the news suck a little less. I appreciate all of you guys being here. If you're over on Rumble, please hit that like button. More likes equals more hooligans. We're going to read through the schedule really quick, and then we will be checking on all the chats, so let me know how you hooligans are doing today. Then, of course, we'll be getting things started. First, I want to give you guys all the excuses I have for why we are so late today. Me and WMM went and had a birthday lunch earlier today because our birthday's coming up. His is like 3 days before mine, and so we always go do something for our birthdays. So I went on a walk after we had our lunch, which is good stuff. Now let me see if I can scroll through this without showing extracurricular activities. I think we're good. Right? Yeah, we're good. We're good. Okay. So anyways, this is what I did today. Went and saw some exploding trees out in Bryant Woods there. And then I took a picture of the clouds because it was looking nice. Then there we are out there on the frozen lake. It's cold outside. It's a little cold outside. You probably can't tell, but these little white things right here in the middle, those are geese. They're not geese, they're swans. They are swans. Another picture of the clouds there because I'm quite a photographer while I'm outside. Now I am looking like ice, according to the public, because they all have to slow down and travel really slowly while they eyeball me, and sometimes they even put their phone up and record me as I walk outside because I'm just so suspicious looking. There's the swans. I'll tell you, there's swans. So anyways, that's why I'm late. I was touching snow, or as one does. Anyways, we're going to be starting off this live with a video titled War in Iran. Trump says U.S. military efforts are capable of going far longer, giving us an update on what's going on with the war in Iran. This is a doubly. The second video, Hegseth snaps at reporter on Iran strategy, saying, "Did you not hear my remarks?" Then we got a video titled U.S. warplanes crash over Kuwait, pilots survive. We had friendly fire. They're just shooting down our jets. It was a big accident. No one died, so there's that, but we just paid for a bunch of jets to get blown out of the sky by friendly fire. Then we have a really short video. Deposition, tension rises. Hillary Clinton objects to photo leak and threatens to end session, showing Hillary Clinton's true colors there. Then we got a video titled Supreme Court to hear Second Amendment arguments. This has to do with states that have legal weed. Because if you are using weed, federal law says that you cannot carry a firearm, you cannot be in possession of a firearm because you are under the influence of drugs. So SCOTUS is taking a look at this. Then we got our midlife break, our funny video halfway through. Today it was provided by Stoner, and it's titled, "Look, There's a Lion." Then getting back into the news, we got a video titled Murder Trial Ends in Mistrial After 20 Years. Jurors Deadlocked in Football Player's Case. Then we got a video, an interesting video titled FBI Warns Banks of Surge in ATM Jackpotting Attacks. Now this doesn't affect us as customers, so you take that information, the way you want to take it. This only affects banks. This doesn't hurt us. But then we got a video titled Investigators Share Update on Austin Mass Shooting as the search for a motive. It sounds like this was a terrorist attack, but instead of calling it a terrorist attack, they're just calling it a mass shooting. I think more people should be upset by this, but because it's not considered a terrorist attack officially, it's not really making much news. Then for the last little bit of the news, it is Lefties losing it, and today it's titled Iranians Celebrate Imminent Liberation as Lefties Fume. Then we're going to be getting into the fun stuff. We're going to be opening today's door of the Advent Calendar sent by Watchman. And I can't remember if I showed you guys. I figured this out, by the way. I did get it figured out. I know some of you didn't have faith in me, but I did. I did the thing. We'll see what today's brain buster is. Then we got an unboxing. King of Biltong sent me something. The people at the post office are too lazy to do their job, so instead of me receiving it Friday when they received it, I got it today. So we're going to be doing an unboxing today, and I'm looking forward to it. It's always exciting getting something from King of Biltong. Then we got our two funny videos of the day. First one was provided by Stoner, and it's titled, "Why Did You Send Me a Picture of My House?" And our official funny video of the day was provided by Ghostly, and that one's titled Little Bastard. Oh, that's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat and see how you hooligans are doing today. What is this? Salty Ragu, what is this weed that you talk of? The devil's lettuce. Yes, the mint of the gods. Anyways, what is up, everyone, over on jeffmaclive.com. What's up, Larry? What's up, Salty Ragu? What's up, Russell? What's up, Snooks? What's up, Gessom? What's up, Ghostly? And what's up, Hair Juicer? Happy freedom, you hooligans. I appreciate all of you guys being on the website. And what is up, everyone, over on Rumble? Snooks, you were first today. I appreciate you, Snooks, and everything you do. Thank you so much for racing into the chat. What's up, Watchman? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Kevin? What's up, Metal? What's up, Deb? Happy freedom to you, hooligans. What's up, Mr. Satan? What's up, Cass? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Too Old to Care? What's up, Addie Walker? Happy freedom. What's up, Bill Clay? What's up, Green Eyes? What's up, Culty? What's up, H-Big? What's up, Ramsey? Happy freedom to you, hooligans. What's up, Peyton? Appreciate you being here. What's up, Dagnar? Happy freedom to you, hooliganders. Here, Juicer, you omnipresent. I appreciate you. What's up, Wrench? Happy freedom to you. Make sure we get everybody here. Let me see. Scrolling through. What's up, Turbo? Happy freedom to you. Kevin, bet those birch trees are full of chaga mushrooms. They might be. I don't really wander off the path. Bambi Al-Qaeda's out there, and, I ain't got time for that. What's up, Buff and Stuff? Happy freedom. What's up, Bright Gaming? Happy freedom to you. Make sure we get everybody. What's up, King of Biltong? Happy freedom. Yes, I did. I have received the asset. The post office did not mess it up this time. We got it. It has made it home safely. I think we got everybody. Appreciate all of you hooligans being over on Rumble. Make sure you hit that like button. See if you can get us back on the front page. Also, let me know if the live's a little smoother or anything today. I didn't do anything too crazy, but there was some updates that I did. And so that was a thing. And then I also realized I had a setting that was not set right. So if you normally see skipping on Rumble or anything like that, let me know if it's running better today. It may not. It may run worse. I don't know. But I did make some changes yesterday. So we'll see how it goes. And what is up, everyone over on Kig? What's up, Meta? Happy freedom to you. Thank you for joining us today. And what is up, everyone over on Twitch? Happy freedom to you, hooligans. And what is up, everyone over on the GoovTube? Miss Satan, you were first today. Happy freedom to you. What's up, Toy Mafia? What's up, Mike Ingalls? Happy freedom. What's up, Coffee? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Sven? Happy freedom. What's up, Proud Patriot Girly? What's up, Bee's Knees? What's up, Sassy Patriot? What's up, Finn? Happy freedom to you, hooligans. Right Mind, you're omnipresent. I appreciate you. What's up, Cray Cray? Happy freedom. Advent calendar for what? For funsies. We open advent calendars every day for funsies. What's up, Too Real? Happy freedom to you. And what is up, everyone over on X? Happy freedom to you, hooligans. Let's go ahead and get into things, and then we'll read through the chat. Like I said, we're going to be starting off with a doubly here. It all has to do with the war in Iran. Sounds like things are going pretty well, but we have lost some military, which is obviously bad. We're going to be starting off with this first video titled, War in Iran. Trump says U.S. military efforts are capable of going far longer, which I don't know why they quoted that. I think it's just because liberals being liberals. This is NBC News, so, they got to scare those blue voters. Is this going to load today, or do I got to reenact what happened in the video? Come on, GoofTube. Jesus loves us. Hold on. I think we got some shout-outs here. Take a gander really quick. Are you really not going to load? Okay, here we go. Anyways, before we get into this, thank you so much, Kevin, for the 2 doll hairs over on Rumble. Really appreciate you, Kevin. Thank you so much. It says, them woods look like Dogman territory. They were, but I had my Lamborghinis on. I was ready to go. They weren't going to eat me after birthday lunch. No, they were not. I was full and ready to go. That's what she said. Anyways, start off with this first of the doubly here. War in Iran. Trump says U.S. military efforts are capable of going far longer. Go ahead and hit that like button. Let's get into this.
New wave of attacks today as the U.S.-Israel war on Iran escalates. President Donald Trump suggested today that war with Iran could last a month or longer. This as the U.S. confirms a 4th American soldier has died. NBC 10 political reporter Lauren Make is tracking the developments for us and joins us now with the latest. Lauren?
Well, Fred, right now, the Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, is on Capitol Hill to brief leaders from both chambers and both parties known as the Gang of Eight. A larger briefing for all members of Congress is scheduled for tomorrow. And today, we heard directly from the president.
This was our last best chance to strike what we're doing right now and eliminate the intolerable threats posed by this sick and sinister regime.
President Trump in his first live public comments laying out reasoning for the strikes against Iran and how long they could continue.
Whatever the time is, it's okay. Whatever it takes, we will always, and we have right from the beginning, we projected 4 to 5 weeks. But we have capability to go far longer than that, we'll do it.
The president, speaking ahead of a Medal of Honor event at the White House, said the goals were to destroy Iran's missile capabilities, annihilate its navy, ensure Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon, and that it cannot arm, fund, and direct, quote, terrorist armies outside of their borders. 4 U.S. service members have been killed. The Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth, also honoring them today.
A grateful nation honors the 4 Americans we have lost thus far and those injured. The absolute best of America.
The Department of Defense today released video showing Tomahawk missile strikes on Iran from a guided missile destroyer and airstrikes. As the war continues, it also has the potential to impact oil and gas prices at home. U.S. crude oil was up nearly $5 a barrel.
Most of oil comes from the Middle East.
Drexel professor Shaukat Hamadeh says each dollar oil increases means a 2 to 3 cent boost in gas prices. Oil supply, he says, could be interrupted, with a focus on the narrow Strait of Hormuz used by ships carrying oil.
No ship can dare to go through this Strait of Hormuz right now.
About 20% of the world's oil passes through that strait, which is why any interruption there could have an impact.
Okay, the war is bad, but you know what you should be worried about? Those gas prices. Those gas prices might go up. Don't worry about Iran, it'll be fine, but you worry about those gas prices. Anything they can do to make people just, scared of what's coming next. Don't worry about World War III, worry about paying at the pump. Anyways, we're going to get to the second of this doubly here. Hegseth snaps at reporter on Iran strategy, saying, "Did you not hear my remarks?" We're going to get through this, and then we're going to hop in the chat.
I understand, to your point here, that you don't want to broadcast everything for our adversaries to hear, but the American people also want to know what they're sending their men and women to war for. Is there a concern of this spiraling into a longer war? And then one for the chairman when you're done.
Did you not hear my remarks? I mean, we're ensuring the mission gets accomplished, but we are very clear-eyed, as the president has been, unlike other presidents, about the foolish policies of the past that recklessly pulled us in to things that were not tethered to actual clear objectives. So we know. We have plans, we have generals, we have chairmen, we have commanders, CENTCOM commanders, Admiral Cooper, who's executing very deliberately to ensure outcomes that I laid out are accomplished. But we would never, in front of a press pool, lay out how long that may take. The mission for our warfighters, which is what matters to us, is very, very clear. And they're executing it right now violently.
And just for the chairman quickly, I have one for the chairman. You said this is not a one-night operation. It will take time to achieve the goals. What would be the goal line here for you?
I think the Secretary laid out the military objectives, and that's what we execute against, is the military objectives.
Last one right here.
Uranium is. Thank you, sir. As you've said, there are a large amount of U.S. service members that are in harm's way right now. What is your prayer for them?
First of all, my prayer for them is that I do pray for them. My wife prays for them, our family prays for them, our cabinet prays for them. None of this is done on a whim. Having been in their boots, having been in their shoes, having been in their flight suits, I know we think about them with every decision that we make and every recommendation that we make to the President of the United States. Those recommendations are made prayerfully. And when I pray every day for them and for this mission, I pray simply for the biblical wisdom to see what is right and the courage to do it. It's going to take courage to follow through on this. There's going to be a lot of noise, and we pray for that, and we hope all of you do as well.
Okay, Pete Hegseth there, being firm with these reporters. Now, next up, we have U.S. warplanes crash over Kuwait because of friendly fire, which is not good. The lefties are out there reading hard about war and all of that, and if we're getting shot down by our buddies, that really doesn't help our case. Either way, that's what's coming up next. First, we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about these first 2 videos. Once again, the first one with President Trump saying that the war could last 4 or 5 weeks, and I think we're I don't know how far into it we are now that I'm thinking about it. It feels like it's been a week, but I bet it hasn't been that long. But either way, then they mentioned that we've lost 4 Americans so far. But like I said, I seen a post while I was putting the live together saying that 6 Americans have been killed so far. I don't know if that number has changed or not, but I'm seeing that number floating around, which is obviously terrible. And then the second video there, Pete Hegseth giving us some info on the war in Iran and then slaying those reporters right in front of us. Like I said, friendly fire coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat. Snooks, I love the firmness. Yes, nice and firm. Guess on my eyes, Hillary brawless. Don't say that while Hair Juice is here. Hair Juice has got pictures of Hillary that'll change your life. Make you look at boobies differently. Russell, they've been extremely open about what the goals are. I think so. They didn't go over there and smoke everybody and then tell us about it. We knew a week leading into it what was going on, maybe 2 weeks into it. Russell, we have strength in the White House. I agree. Guess the live is smooth as diarrhea. Thank you, Guess I appreciate it. You're the only one to give me feedback on it, so I really appreciate it. So next, you did extracurricular activities? I did. Went out there and touched the snow and whatnot, bothering waitresses as a hooligan does. Actually, she was a very nice lady. She was nice. She gave me a whole pitcher of coffee. I was like, yes. Yes, she knew when the King Hooligan arrived, it was coffee time. Cass, has been a long time coming. Yeah, the Iranian people seem pretty thrilled about what's happening. Colty, I haven't got that far yet, but thank you for the feedback. Peyton, what is the PNW? I've seen people reference that before. I have no idea what that is. Deb, no buffering. Thank you for letting me know. Appreciate you, Metal. Thank you. Peyton. Oh, is it a bad word? Oh, the Pacific Northwest. What is that, though? Like, what is that in reference? I don't want to have to Google it, but I will if I have to. What's up, Tony Brez? Happy Freedom. What's up, Pumpkin? Happy Freedom to you. Ramsey Pete's a badass. Yeah, I think so, too. The comments are not thrilled by Pete Hegseth. They still call him a bad person and a white supreme pizza, you know, the whole song and dance there. What's up, Bugs? Happy Freedom to you. Washington, British Columbia. Oh, thank you for letting me know, Peyton. Scrolling. H-Bit, get him, Pete. Yeah, do you guys think it's going to take 5 weeks to end this war? I'm surprised it's taking this long. I figured it'd be over by now. Turbo, good thing we got oil coming from Venezuela now. Yeah. I don't know if they're just trying to talk about the gas prices because they're actually going to change, or if because we're coming into spring and when the weather becomes better, the gas prices go up. That happens every year. And so I wonder if they're trying to get ahead of the deal here to be like, oh, the war is causing the prices to rise, and then we get the nicer weather and the prices rise as they normally do, and they're like, oh, it's the war. I wonder if they're kind of setting themselves up for that kind of stuff, because you know how the news is. Colty, I'm irritated the people that want us to use Rumble Wallet to add money. The Moon Pay wants me to put my ID and I don't want to do that. It's messed up. Interesting. Is Moon Pay the way they do transactions through the Rumble Wallet? I know I had to set the stuff up, but I haven't actually done transactions through the Rumble Wallet. You don't have to use the Rumble Wallet, by the way. I have actual crypto links. Let me see, make sure it's on the page. I'm pretty sure, yeah. I have actual crypto links if you wanted to go direct and not use the Rumble Wallet. That's probably not helping me on Rumble. Like, if the CEO sees me saying that shit, they're going to ban me or something. But there's a path. There is a path outside of the Rumble wallet. What's up, Elder Zoomer? Happy freedom to you. Colty, you did give me feedback. Thank you so much. I didn't think you were lying. I just got to that part of the chat. So you were right. You did give me feedback, and you're a badass. We never forgot. Metal lazy ass post office. You are not wrong. That irritate the shit out of me at the post office. They actually got a new person. There's a new guy there, which is weird. I've never really seen a man work in the office inside the post office, but he was nice. That's the first time I've ever had somebody smile at me at the post office, and not like in a vindictive way. So it was all right. Colty, I sent out your present today because I tried to send it out on Friday, but forgot to put stamps on it. And went out today with stamps. Well, thank you, Colty. I appreciate it. I will make sure to pick it up. What day is this? Monday? I'll go Thursday or Friday, whichever one ends up being more convenient. And it should be there by then. Thank you so much, Colty. Well, thank you, Pumpkin. I appreciate the compliment. I always feel like I look fat and gross in my gray t-shirts, and you guys always give me these compliments. You're so nice. Nice hooligans. Colty, it's not so much Rumble Wallet. It's the people that MoonPay. They used to add money like that with a debit card, but now they want the ID. See, and I think these internet companies are getting a little bit too comfortable asking people for an ID to validate all this crap, because you take a picture of your ID, you send it to them, and then cyber criminals get a hold of their data, and now they got a list of photos that have your ID on it, which means your whole name, your address, and everything else. And so I understand being cautious about that kind of stuff. Colty, I hope you like it. I made it myself. Now, if you took a shit in a box, Colty, I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be upset, but I'm excited to find out, Colty. Meta smoked me. Smoked me. It's longer than I expected. I'm talking about the war, not your wiener. I don't know, you guys. It's only Monday. Calm down. It's only Monday. What's up, guess who? Happy freedom to you. Glad it's not a Rumble prison wallet. That's right, guess who? That's right. What's up, TW? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Mr. Lynn? Happy freedom to you. Trying to eat? Sorry, Mr. Lynn. I'm sorry. Cray, you think it's gonna take a few years to wipe out Iran? I don't think so. I don't think so. Those people barely know what soap is. We got a flying Dorito. I think it's gonna work itself out. Proud Patriot Girly, blood moon tomorrow night. Interesting. So we have a full moon tomorrow night. Maybe that's why people are losing their marbles. Sassy Patriot, there's a lunar eclipse tonight. Weird. Everything's been really weird lately. Maybe it's all related. Too real. Happy birthday, my guy. Too bad, but you're too old. I knew a woman that was given free submarine rides to an island with a free room and board. But you're at least 25 years over the limit. Yeah, too real. That's all right. Thank you for the birthday wishes. I appreciate you. What's up, Draco? Happy freedom to you. No dreads. I know. I can't grow them. I'm getting too old. They don't stick to my head anymore. What's up, Shanti? Happy freedom to you. Guessum, you look fat and frumpy. Thank you, Guessum. I thought so, too. Guessum's on my side. Anyways, moving forward here. Like I said, U.S. warplanes crash over Kuwait, and it's all because of friendly fire. Now, Americans did not die through this ignorance, so that's good. But people like me and you, we footed the bill on these jets they shot out of the sky. Hit that like button, and let's get into this.
In nearby Kuwait, smoke has been seen rising from the U.S. Embassy, and we are learning more about a separate crash involving U.S. fighter jets there.
Lucas Tomlinson live in Istanbul, Turkey, with the latest. Lucas.
Good morning, Carly and Todd. President Trump says the war against Iran could last up to a month because he says the country is so big. For context, Iran is twice the size of Texas. Now, here in Istanbul, Turkey's president warned about the potential for the war to spiral out of control.
Ve aklı selim hakim olmaz.
If common sense and reason do not prevail, and if diplomacy is not given space, our region risks being dragged into a ring of fire. This must not be allowed.
Somebody cue me. That ring of fire seen in the skies over Kuwait when a U.S. Air Force F-15 Strike Eagle was shot down from what appeared to be a case of friendly fire. The Kuwaiti Defense Ministry says multiple U.S. aircraft were shot down. There are no reports of casualties at this time. Both the pilot and weapons systems officer, the backseater, in one of the jets appeared in a cell phone video after parachuting to the ground. Since the war began over the weekend, 3 members of the U.S. military have been killed in action and 5 severely wounded. And for the first time, U.S. Central Command says F-18 Super Hornets and E-2 Hawkeyes, those are AWACS aircraft used for command and control, have been launched from the USS Gerald R. Ford in the eastern Mediterranean to strike targets inside Iran. Tomahawk cruise missiles from the strike group's destroyers had been launched as well as from the Lincoln Strike Group in the Arabian Sea. And the Pentagon says over 1,000 targets have been struck across Iran in the first 24 hours of what the Pentagon is calling Operation Epic Fury. And there are reports Iran and Iranian-backed militias fired missiles at the U.S. Embassy in Kuwait, and Saudi Aramco, the largest oil company in the world, is reporting that one of its main refineries has been hit and taken offline. And right now, major airports across the Middle East have been shut down as this war against Iran continues. Carly, Todd?
I'm Steve Ducey. I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart.
All right, friendly fire shut down our jets, but again, you just worry about those gas prices, okay? You don't worry about us shooting down our own jets. That's none of your business. I mean, you paid for it, but you know that's none of your business. You just go ahead and worry about those gas prices. Silliness. Either way, next up we got deposition tension rises. Hillary Clinton objects to photo leak and threatens to end the session. Now, this is a quick one, so we'll just go ahead and hop right into this.
Can you please...
It's more Hillary Clinton than you need, but it's enough to see that she's a nasty lady. Go ahead and hit that like button and let's get into this.
Can you please advise me as to whether or not that's permissible and consistent with the rules, particularly given that we have asked for a public hearing? If there are photos that are being released of the secretary as she is testifying, can you please explain how that can
I'm done
occur?
with this. If you guys are doing that, I am done. You can hold me in contempt from now until the cows come home. This is just typical behavior.
We will go off the record.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
So I would like to understand how that's permissible.
Before the hearing was...
It doesn't matter. We all are abiding by the same rules.
I will take that down.
Yeah,
So
well.
I would like to take a break at this moment.
Yeah,
and I'd like to have a conversation.
done for now.
Shut up, bitch!
Yeah, she a real nice lady. Anyways, that's Hillary Clinton being Hillary Clinton. Imagine what she's like when nobody's watching. It's scary. Either way, next up we have Supreme Court to hear Second Amendment arguments. This has to do with, like I said earlier, states, more than half the country has legal weed. But if you are under the influence of drugs, illegal drugs, you are not allowed to have firearms at all. And so they're saying that there's a conflict between legal states where people are in possession of weed, but then they're not supposed to be in possession of guns. And that's obviously a constitutional issue. And so SCOTUS is going to be looking at it soon. We'll see how they rule on it. It's coming up next. But first, we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about friendly fire shooting down the jets that me and you pay for, as well as Hillary Clinton losing her marbles. Once again, the first one saying the Pentagon has confirmed that 3 U.S. warplanes were mistakenly shot down by Kuwait. All 6 crew members safely ejected from the aircrafts. They were recovered and reported to be in stable condition. The U.S. military described the event as apparent friendly fire incident. And then the second video there, Hillary Clinton losing her cool in this clip of her speaking and giving her statement during the deposition. Like I said, we got a video on SCOTUS coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat. Guess if you have a medical card, you can't have a CWP. Yep. That's how it was here in Michigan. If you had if you had a medical weed card, you could not have a concealed carry. But now that it's recreational, a lot of people have just, like, there's no point in having a medical weed card. It just means you have to go to the doctor every other year, something like that, and then it's like $300 every time you have to renew. Or you could just be 21. Like, there's no benefit to having a medical card, so a lot of people gave it up. Guess that video was actually Sam parachuting. I wonder where Sam is. I wonder if he's gone out yet. They've probably got nicer weather there, but it's still probably too cold. I couldn't imagine falling through the sky with the kind of wind that we have here in Michigan. The wind is so cold it hurts. Like when it blows at you, it's like you can feel it right in your bones. It's awful. I know you've never experienced that, guess, son, because you live where the sun shines and stuff like that. Snook, she looks like a man. Who, Hillary Clinton? She's a nice lady. Russell, Hillary's toxic? Yeah, I think so too. Some cracking me up. Holy. Guess I'm F-15 has a 0 to 170 kill ratio, best in the world. They're shooting them out of the sky. They're like, that's all right. The taxpayers can afford it. Oh my goodness, Russell, I'm not gonna read that out loud. It's too much. Metal, Hillary Clinton doesn't have any marbles. No, and the one she's got, she stole them from other people. King Biltong, I worked in Chicago for a bit. That was enough to ensure that I don't live there. Yeah, I've been through Chicago quite a few times. I've stopped there for like Navy Pier and restaurants, and I had some friends I had to pick up one time. That place is awful. It sucks just to drive through that place. Atlanta's like that too. Turbo, I was offered a medical card. I said, nah, I like having a gun. I like having a gun on me, said to the doctor. The look on his face was priceless. Yeah, it's the look they make when they can't charge you a bunch of money without helping you in any way. Totally care who she thinks she is. She's awful. She's just an awful lady. Elder Zoomer 420, legalize it. I think it'll be a long time before they legalize weed, like on a federal level. I wouldn't be surprised if we had all 50 states legal and it was still federally illegal. Like, I wouldn't be surprised at all. They make a ton of money off busting people with weed. Pumpkin, I think Hillary has dementia. Maybe. King of Biltong, she's such a great person. What's up, Mad Marv? Happy Freedom. Ghostly, I see you next Tuesday. She is. Turbo, she is the cow, though. That's why she was making those cow references. She speaks for the cows. Meta, the Prime Minister of Britain is allowing US to use their military bases in the UK for defensive measures. Yeah, I saw a clip on that. I forgot to grab it for the schedule, though. Guess who? Hillary Clinton did not have sexual relations with her husband. Yeah, and I try to get a clip of Bill Clinton because his deposition is out as well. They put them out as like whole videos and they haven't been cut up yet, and I didn't want to play 2 to 4 hours of that shit. But all the clips they have of Bill Clinton, he's not saying anything. And when he is speaking, he sounds like he's giving a speech. I don't know if he knows where he's at. He looks awful. He looks awful. But he also sounds lost when he speaks. He speaks in a very weird way with the way the deposition is. He's like, well, I believe honesty means this, that, and the other. And it's like, nobody's asking you that shit. Nobody's asking you what the definition of specific words are. Like, what the hell? Instead of taking like a moment for personal statements, he's just doing that. I don't know. I don't know. What's up, Hollies? Happy Freedom to you. The 3 jets were too close to a formation that caused the Patriot missile to hit them. There's a Patriot missile that hit only the tail section. That's how it works. Save the pilots. Yeah. What's up, Spirit Matter? Happy Freedom to you. What's up, Kick and Wing? Happy Freedom to you. 150 here in Arkansas and 50 for the application fee. Yeah, $200. It's fine if you need it, but once it goes recreational, it's like, I don't know, what's the point of the medical card? What's up, I like salt. Happy Freedom to you. Bill is Joe 2.0. Yeah, he is. He's starting to kind of lose his marbles there. TW. What are you talking about? The first lady, she did fine from what I understand. The comments were smoking her, but they're always like that to Melania. But I seen a clip of her speaking for the United Nations or something like that, and she sounded strong. She sounded good. She mispronounced a word, and I can't remember what it was. I cannot remember what it was. I cannot remember now. I know the word has a C in it, and she made an S sound instead of a C sound, and the word didn't make sense because of the way she said it. Other than that little misspoke moment there, I think she did really good. What's up, Steven? Happy freedom to you. What's up, show what? Happy freedom to you. The only thing MedCard is good for is discounts. Oh, you guys can get discounts for MedCards? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the only thing I've heard that actually makes a difference. Wrench, he gets the life sucked right out of him. Yeah, but like in a bad way. You know, not in the way you want it to happen with your pants off. It's Hillary Clinton. She's a demon. What's up, Bob Roberts? Happy freedom to you. All right, hooligans, moving forward here. Like I said, SCOTUS looking into whether or not you should be able to own a firearm if you live in a state that has legal weed and you go and play the song and dance of your people. Either way, before we get into this, I want to remind you hooligans really quick, if you'd like to participate in Free Speech Saturday, make sure you post all of your memes over on Discord or on jeffmaclive.com. Just hop in the group chats on either platform. You'll see the tabs labeled memes. Drop what you got and we'll shout you out as we're making Saturdays more fun. Let me get this pulled up real quick.
All eyes.
Yeah, lady or sir or whatever the fuck you want to be called. Anyways, like I said, Supreme Court to hear Second Amendment arguments. Go ahead and hit that like button and let's get into this.
All eyes on the Supreme Court today as the justices are set to hear a major Second Amendment case that could change how federal gun law treats people who use illegal drugs. Now, this case is called the United States versus Hemani, and it centers on a federal statute that makes it a felony for anyone who is an unlawful user of or addicted to any controlled substance to possess a firearm. At issue here is whether the ban violates the Second Amendment, especially when it applies to someone who isn't proven to be under the influence at the time they have a gun. The federal government argues this law is necessary for public safety, and they compare it to historical restrictions on dangerous individuals. Now, the challengers, including the ACLU and gun rights groups, say the law is just too vague and could strip rights away from millions of people, including those who use marijuana in states where it's legal. Now, lower courts recently threw out similar charges under modern Second Amendment standards, and the High Court's decision could have wide implications for gun rights and drug policy nationwide.
Okay, so we'll see how this all turns out. I feel like SCOTUS doesn't work very hard, but we'll see if they make changes that actually matter. Hopefully they don't make anything worse. But either way, like I said, they're trying to figure out if Americans should be restricted from possession of firearms because they live in a state that has weed and people use the weed they're allowed to legally use. And so they're trying to figure that out, and we'll see if they actually do. I'm not sure when it's supposed to happen, but obviously it's coming up. Next up, we have our funny video halfway through. It's our midlife break. Today it's provided by Stoner, and it's titled, Look, There's a Lion. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what your hooligans think about SCOTUS ruling on weed and guns. Looks badass, hair juicer. Russell, Monica was Bill's humidor. That's so funny if people know what a humidor is. It's multi-level funny. That was a good one, Russell. That's right, hair juicer, my body, my choice, and all of that. That's right. What's up, Angry God? Happy freedom to you. What's up, James? Happy freedom to you. James, when somebody says SCOTUS, my mind just thinks scrotum. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Talking about the wrinkly stuff. Payton, it's good to argue this crap, I guess, but it has nothing to do with the freedom we have. It's been curtailed. I'm probably not saying that right, but You'll see. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. As long as they don't restrict people, I don't care. Like, they go ahead and pick the case up and then just put it back down. It wouldn't matter to me. I just don't want to hear them being like, yeah, if you live in a state that has weed, then the state can't own guns, whether you participate in the weed or not. Like, I don't want to hear goofy shit like that. I want to hear them making an excuse to take away gun rights. That's what I don't want to hear. But we'll see, because I feel like they rarely do anything. Like, they had a opportunity to address the White House sending emails to YouTube telling them who to take down, channels to delete, videos to remove, and SCOTUS ruled. Is that okay, or is that government overreach? SCOTUS said, nah, that's fine. That is absolutely not fine. But because of the choices they made, it absolutely did not change anything. And sometimes that's better than making things worse, but it's hard to say. Wrench, I've never heard anyone that smoked a joint and then committed a mass shooting. No, but I bet there's a lot of people who committed a mass shooting and then smoked a joint. I don't know. No, I feel like people don't smoke weed and then start getting active. You know, that's what alcohol does. Turbo, I quit smoking about 5 months ago because all the jobs around here that aren't fast food require drug tests, except for Walmart and Buck Walmart. Yeah. That's how stuff is here, but some factories have kind of loosened up on that. So if you drop dirty for weed and nothing else, a lot of times you'll still get the job because they just assume everybody here smokes weed at some point or another. You could smell it just going outside. It's not every day, but to have a vehicle drive by and you smell weed, it's not legal, but it is common. Problem stuff, 2 Iranian drones hit a U.S. embassy in Saudi Arabia and it's burning now. Well, they're only going to be able to do so much of that, and then eventually they're going to have to pull out the big guns on Iran. Totally care. As with any substance, it affects everyone differently. Yeah, there's just not a lot of reports of people being high on actual weed and then committing mass murder and stuff. Oh, Meta, your gifted sub. I see what you're talking about. People always reference reefer madness. Yeah, Texas was... They were making decisions on banning THC in Texas, and they were doing a lot of that. They were saying that people were overdosing on weed, and they had people in schools and in jails that were overdosing and dying from THC, which is completely false. You have to consume like 10 times your body weight in weed in order to die from THC, and even then you wouldn't be able to. Like, at this point, you're not able to consume enough weed fast enough to actually die from it. But in Texas, they were spreading that bullshit left and right, and they did such a good job that they banned THC based off what those idiots were saying. Apparently, they don't have Google in Texas. Like, they can't look shit up or read. I don't know. I don't know. But they just banned THC because of that stupid shit. It's a disappointment, the people who did that in Texas. Kick and wing, guns and stoners. How the hell would that sound? Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I know weed's not for everybody, but it's just silly that when they try to act like it's a stimulant the way that narcotics are and alcohol and stuff like that. What's up, no bullshit. Happy freedom to you. People who are guilty of crimes all the time, blaming on drugs, that's a fact. Yeah. Well, and mental illness. Every time somebody screws up, they're like, oh, well, I got mental problems. Yeah, I think everybody's got mental problems. It's just whether or not they're so severe that you get special labels, you know? Wayward, no, not. I don't think so. I know we are using lasers. I don't know about those ones specifically, though. What's up, Agent O? Happy freedom to you. Trying to OD right now? Yeah. Every now and then. Carpatriot Gilly, been sober for over 3 years from alcohol, but I smoke weed at night so I can sleep. Yeah, I don't think anything's wrong with that. And congratulations to you for staying sober of alcohol. I have no idea why I can't talk today. Maybe too much coffee. Steven, 3 years from alcohol, February 21st. Wait a minute, did I read this wrong? Oh, February 21st was first year from alcohol. That's badass, Steven. Congrats to you. Guess synthetic K2 did fuck some people up. Yeah, like Robert Neely. He got on that train. He was acting funny. Daniel Penny had put him down. Happens. Happens sometimes. Anyways, let's get into this funny video. We got our midlife break coming up, although I can't speak correctly. Come on. Words are hard. Like I said, this was provided by Stoner, and it's titled, There's a Lion.
South African.
Can you do that?
Yeah, I can do it.
Do it.
So
Ready?
you sing it like, Nanzingonya bagiti baba.
You were way off.
Ingonyama.
All right. You said,
yeah, what does it mean? It means, look, there's a lion. Oh my God.
You're joking. That is not what that means. That is not what that means.
That's exactly what it means.
That's what it means. Look, there's a lion.
Oh my God. It's a
Look, there's a lion. Oh my God.
It's a lion.
I don't know if that's real or not, but it's funny. Anyways, getting back into the news here. Next up, murder trial ends in mistrial after 20 years. Jurors deadlocked in football player's case. Now, this is pretty interesting, but before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, really quick, that my birthday is coming up. So if you'd like to send me something for my birthday, you're welcome to use the wish list, or you can send something to the P.O. Box. We will be doing the birthday unboxing on my birthday, March 11th. So let me drop this link really quick. We still got a little bit more than a week. It's next Wednesday. Not this Wednesday, but the next one. We're going to be doing the birthday unboxing. Let's see here. Bam, there we go. There's the links. Do the thing if you wish. Because like I said, we got the birthday unboxing coming up. Thank you so much, Karma Carson, for the bits over on Twitch. Really appreciate you. Thank you so much for the support. You're a badass. Like I said, murder trial ends in a mistrial after 20 years. Now, I don't know why it took them 20 years to bring this trial on just to turn around and mess it all up, but that's exactly what they did. Doll hairs, I'm sure, are involved. Either way, hit that like button. Let's get into this.
Other news now, a murder trial nearly 20 years in the making ends in a mistrial. After 2 days of deliberations, jurors in the murder trial of former UN football player Rashawn Jones failed to reach a verdict. CBS News Miami's Yvonne Taylor is your reporter live at the courthouse. Yvonne, you've been on this from day one, so after this hung jury, what comes next?
Well, Gabe, let me start by telling you that the victim's family is devastated. Para's brother told me that they waited almost 2 decades to see the defendant pay for what they say he did. So the jurors started deliberating today at around 9:30 a.m. and 2 hours later, they came back saying they were deadlocked.
At this time, I will declare a mistrial and a hung jury.
After deliberating for 2 hours this Monday and 6 last Thursday, the jury of 2 men and 4 women could not reach a unanimous decision if Rashad Jones, now 40, should be declared guilty of killing Brian Para in 2006. Edwin Para spoke on behalf of the victim's family.
We were very confident that it was going to happen today, that we were going to get the answer that we were looking for.
Brian Para's mom covered her face as she heard Judge Cristina Miranda. Other relatives of the victim put their heads down. Sara Alvarez, sitting next to the defendant, Rashad Jones, put her hand on his shoulder as they heard mistrial. Jones looked motionless. The defense attorney said very little.
Mr. Jones continues to be presumed innocent, and we will be back to fight this again at the next trial.
She declined to take questions from reporters. Para's family walked out of the courtroom without saying a word. But the victim's mother seemed to say it all as she broke down while being wheeled out of the courtroom. Brian Parra was a 22-year-old Hurricane star defensive linebacker when he was shot in the head and killed on November 7, 2006, outside of his home at the Colony Apartments in Kendall. The gun used in the crime was never found. 15 years later, the state accused Rashad Jones, a former teammate at UM, of second-degree murder, alleging rivalry and fights among the players. Jones was arrested after this interview with lead detective Juan Segovia in Ocala on August 2021. Jones has spent almost 5 years behind bars, alleging he did not commit the crime.
There are some things that I heard throughout this trial that I've never even heard of, and that gave us more confidence that he's the guy, he's the actual killer. And we're confident with that, and we're going to stay with that.
And at this time, Rashad Jones remains behind bars. Coming up at 6 p.m., what Parra's family said that attorneys for the state told them about a future trial. We're live at the Metro Justice Building in Miami. Yvonne Taylor, CBS News, Miami.
Okay. All that sounds really weird to me. I mean, murder and all of that was the only part of the story that actually made sense. It says jurors were deadlocked after 2 hours of deliberating, and it's causing a mistrial. The trial took 20 years to put together. Don't know why. Just did. The defendant is accused of killing a football player. I guess they were both football players, but one killed the other one by shooting him in the head back in 2006. The defendant has been in prison for 5 years, so they must have found something 5 years ago, right? Because 2006 was 20 years ago. So he made it 15 years apparently without being arrested, and or maybe he was bonded out or something like that, but then something happened, and 5 years ago he went into prison, which he's still there today. Now, they never found the gun, which is going to make it very difficult to get him for shooting someone in the head if they don't have a gun, right? So that's a thing. And that also makes me wonder, like, how are they able to hold him if they never found the murder weapon and stuff? They must have some form of evidence that's holding him like that. Otherwise, I don't think they'd be able to hold him for 5 years, but God only knows. Especially because he's a football player, so you can assume he's got money. He's got doll hairs. Either way, the defense attorney is saying that they will be back to fight against the next trial, so it sounds like they're going to be rescheduling. We'll see how that goes. Next up, FBI warns banks of surge. Banks of surge in ATM jackpotting attacks. I think they're using AI to hack these ATMs, but either way, this doesn't affect us as customers of the bank. This is the bank's problem, but it's coming up next. First, we're going to hop in the chat and see what you hooligans think about football players shooting each other in the head. Anyways, I think we just got raided. I want to give you a huge shout out to Quiet Part Podcast. Let me go ahead and grab this link really quick. I'm going to drop it in the chat so you guys give them a follow. Bam, there you go. Go give them a follow and let's do the thing. Doing the thing. Thank you so much for the raid. Oh, Mac the Goat needs new batteries. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for raiding us, and go give them a follow, you hooligans. Anyways, we are between videos here. I don't know if they got to hear all of that. Welcome, raiders. Hit that like button on your way in. Like I said, next up, FBI warns of ATM jackpotting attacks, and this doesn't really hurt us. It hurts the bank, but it is a thing that people are doing. It's coming up next, but first we're hopping in the chat. What's up, 10 Man? Happy freedom to you. I hope you're driving safe out there. People have been driving like shit all day, so hopefully it's not happening down where you are. What are you guys doing? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, 10 Man. I wish you were visiting for better reasons. Hoping for a speedy recovery. Russell, I know nothing about this trial. Well, it's been going on for 20 years, so I just don't understand why it took 20 years to go to trial, just turn around and have a mistrial. Hair juicer. I didn't receive anything today. I mean, unless this is not from Biltong, but it is. This is perishable on it. The post office sucks. I'll go check the P.O. box tomorrow if I don't receive something here at the house. We'll get it figured out here, Juicer. I appreciate you sending me something, though. It's for your wiener. Wait a minute. You didn't put a new girlfriend in a box, did you? We'll see. I guess it's a surprise, isn't it? Goodness, having a day today. What's up, Shroomish? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Neurodivergent? Happy freedom to you. Cass, that's my life daily. Cass, try not to run them off the road. Behave yourself. They could be your grandpa. Daily reminder. Do you drive a big ass truck, Cass? Because that's how people with trucks drive. It sounds like you're driving a truck to me. Pumpkin, I try. Bill Clay, the defense attorney, looks like she was in middle school when the murder happened. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. She's like, we'll be back to fight another day. I wonder if she's a court-appointed attorney. What's up, Tyler, today? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Obnoxious Scott? Happy freedom to you. Colty, so much for your right to a speedy trial. That's what I was talking about the other day. It's like, you get in these situations and they want to waive your rights to a speedy trial. And then you end up sitting in jail or sitting in prison forever while you wait to go to court. It's not good. It's not good. I don't know. I'm not saying the guy didn't do it because they didn't give us any evidence. They didn't say what they did find. All they said is they never found the murder weapon. It's going to be really hard to get him without finding the murder weapon. I don't know. I mean, unless they got him on camera. It was 2006. Did our phones have cameras in 2006? 2006? I know we had security cameras and shit, but did every phone have cameras back then? Because I know it was right around then is when we started getting the touchscreen phones and all of that. So unless they got him on camera shooting this guy in the head, I have no idea how they're going to blame him for it. Angry God, in between beers? Mm-hmm. I might get me a beer today. It's the hooligan holiday all month. What's up, Gilbert? Happy freedom to you. Someone with some clout, make them bring back the Subaru Legacy. I want one. They need to make them better. The last couple of years of Subaru Legacy, I don't think have been very good. They had transmission problems, I think. They need to make Subarus great again. You know, that's what they need to do. Ghostly, not every phone, but a lot. The pics look like shit, though. I wonder. It also depends on the incident. Was it a World Star incident? You know, they were in an alley. They were drinking and smoking and doing things like that. Fist fight breaks out. These guys aren't getting along. They're famous football players, so they got a large crowd around them. One guy pulls a gun, shoots the other one. Got it on 16 phones. It could be. It could be. You never know. Angry guy flip phones with cameras. Yeah. Back when the Razors first came out. Gilbert, I agree, they suck, but my 2015 Legacy was awesome, and I miss it. Oh, see, I don't know anything about the 2015s. Maybe they'll make them great again. They were bringing back the, not the Subaru Brat. There's another one. What's the one that looks like a truck? The Baja. I think they're supposed to be bringing back the Subaru Baja. Angry God, we're all having problems with trans. Yeah. Guess Hooligan History Month? That's after I kick the bucket. That's what it is after I'm no longer with us. Meta, did you hear that Trump is blocking money being sent for Maduro's legal defense? No, I didn't, but it is interesting. We have the right to an attorney. He's not an American. I don't know. They could really be doing whatever they want to Maduro. He has got human rights, but he does not have legal U.S. citizen rights. So, I don't know. I don't feel bad for Maduro. I don't. He could have been making better choices. He was the leader of a country. So, I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. What's up, God's Marine? Happy freedom to you. Proud Patriot Girly, White Claws and Apple Crown Royal were my go-to. Yeah. I used to be a big fan of Crown Royal. Now I just get tired when I drink, so I don't drink very much. Proud Patriot Girly, no, I haven't tried the mystery coffee yet. I'm working towards it. I got, I think, 5 coffees out of the assortment box left. I found caramel coffees at Dollar General for like $5 for, I don't know, 15 or 20 of them. And so I've been drinking those because I was going through the party mix too fast. But I'm that's gonna be the last one, is the mystery one. Proud Patriot Girly, do you like rocks? What do you mean? Like what kind of rocks? Klaus Daniels, you like rocks? Not those kind. He's over here twisting the glass pipe. Like, no, buddy, not like that. What's up, Parabellum? What's up, Wayward? Happy Freedom. You figuring it out? I know, I put that box right in your way. What's in it? What do you think's in there? It's another cat. He didn't act right. You remember that. You don't mess with it, Klaus Daniels. You don't want to know what's in that box. 10 man, you drive safe out there. Guess I quit drinking after voice chat last Friday. Why? What'd you do? What'd you not do? Give you the Joe Biden treatment? You like that. Whoa, don't fall. Jesus, you're going to have an accident right here in front of all of us? He's going to be at the hospital. He's going to be like, I ran into a door. Doctor's going to look at me. Be like, I didn't hit him. Come on, man. Colty, I'm drinking Crown Peach right now. Colty, the rocks you smoke. Nah, I don't be smoking rocks, you guys. Come on, man. I got enough problems. I don't need drugs. Anyways, let's get into this next one. Like I said, the banks are having a hard time with their ATM machines being hit by cyber criminals of sorts. They're using tech. And I bet they're using AI, but they're not saying it in this video, so I don't know. Maybe it's propaganda. Either way, hit that like button and let's get into this.
The FBI is warning financial institutions across the country about a surge in ATM jackpotting. It's a sophisticated scam that forced machines to spit out cash without using customer accounts. Our consumer reporter, Cassie Arsenault, is live to talk with us about why this alert matters right here in the tri-state. Cassie?
Well, it was only 5 months ago that Union Township investigators saw jackpotting firsthand, and we learned today that just a month after that incident, they had another attempt. And now the FBI is warning that these attacks are increasing nationwide, with millions stolen in the past year alone. And they want local banks and credit unions on high alert. Now, jackpotting involves criminals using both malware and physical tampering to make ATMs dispense a bunch of cash. Now, the FBI says hundreds of incidents were reported just last year, and locally, Fairfax Credit Union was targeted in the fall of 2025 when 3 men were indicted for extracting cash from multiple ATMs. And these attempts are hard to catch because they are malware attacks in the ATM itself, not a customer's bank account. So it allows a criminal to force cash out in minutes without triggering traditional fraud alerts.
You know, with how they respond to, and they tamper with an ATM, and then they might go back to their hiding spot and sit there and see what the police department's response is. And if the police department doesn't respond, then they realize they were probably successful in avoiding setting off any alarms. And, you know, anytime we get an offense like this, you know, our department, our surrounding departments are made aware of it. And our patrol and our surveillance of our local financial institutions really steps up a notch after something like that. And I think that's probably why we haven't had any offenses since then.
Now, authorities stress that jackpotting targets the ATM itself, not customer accounts. So personal banking information and individual funds are typically not compromised in these types of attacks. Megan, back to you.
Cassie, thanks. And there are ways the public can help. So if you see someone tampering with an ATM, especially late at night or at a credit union, call police right away. If you walk up to an ATM that appears damaged, forced opened, or kind of suspicious, report it immediately. The Union Township Police Chief says it's surprising how often these incidents go unreported.
Okay. So like I said, this is more of the bank's problem than it is our problem. I mean, it's kind of our problem if that's the only ATM near you and you needed the ATM, and you know, then that's kind of your problem. Otherwise, it's really just on the bank here. They're saying the criminals using malware and they're tampering to force ATMs to provide cash without triggering fraud alerts. And like I said, this hurts the banks and doesn't really hurt the customers. But if you see somebody messing with an ATM, they really want you to report it to the police, so the police can get involved in your life and, you know, ask you questions and stuff like that, which is always a good time. Anyways, next up, investigators share update on Austin mass shooting as they search for a motive. Now, like I said earlier in the live, I think this is a terrorist attack, and they're not calling it that, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's because he came here legally or what, but they're saying that he was at least a fan of terrorism or people who commit terrorism. He's all about it, and then he went and did this mass shooting. 2 people dead, 14 people injured. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat and see what you hooligans think about ATMs being hacked, basically. I wonder how they came up with the term jackpotting. Guess I don't know about that. I've never heard of that kind of jackpotting. Wrench, a lot of banks starting to put ATMs inside the bank, so you need a bank card to get in. Yeah, they have ATMs inside of double doors here in the banks. And so like they'll lock the inner doors, but then the outer doors are open. And that way if you do come inside to do something bad to the ATM, you're on like 15 different kinds of cameras and stuff. Colty, so in other words, it's a victimless crime because it's only hurting the bank. I don't see a problem here. Yeah, I mean, you know, people shouldn't steal. That's the whole problem, is people shouldn't steal. Pumpkin, why do people have to steal like that? Because they're low lives. Ghostly in Philly, they just blow up the ATM with explosives. Yeah, in California, they just tie them to a truck and drag them right out of, you know, wherever they're posted. Angry God, first time getting drunk. Crown Royal, never again. Yeah, Crown Royal can make you like black out and stuff like that. I used to date a girl that had a drinking problem. I was with her forever. And we'd go to weddings and stuff, and they'd be like, hey, are you with so-and-so? And I'm like, yeah, why? And I'm like eating free cheeseburgers and shit. Like, she's throwing up and passed out in the bushes, and, well, no one wants to touch her because she looks like she smells bad. I'm like, yeah, all right. And she'd be like, she's like the kind of person who drink at soccer games and kids' birthdays and shit. Lots of fun. It was lots of fun. Glad I don't live like that anymore. Kevin, oh, I just refreshed the chat. It's about time he showed up. Have to dock his pay. I know. I'm gonna have to eat half his can of Fancy Feast. You hear that? You hear that? It's coming right out of your pay, buddy. Yeah, yeah. Big old chicken nugget. Total Care Klaus reporting for duty. Mm-hmm. King Biltong, I'm too scared to be a criminal. I got too much to lose to be a criminal. I did dumb stuff when I was younger and all of that. None of it led to anything good. Never did. Never did. Most of the time I only ended up in trouble was like hanging out with bad people, really. Like trouble by association. Leads you nowhere good. Angry God, even if someone got into my bank account, they're going to be very disappointed. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like cyber criminals either. People need to just stop stealing, you know? Ranch Jackpot because it spits out cash like a slot machine. Yeah, that's probably how they came up with that term. Colty, 100 proof Southern Comfort will make you black out. Yeah, I believe that. Southern Comfort makes my stomach hurt. I've never been able to drink enough of that. Ghostly, was her name Samantha? I've dated a chick like dated that chick too. No, her name wasn't Samantha, but yeah. Biltong, agreed. Sometimes we learn the lessons in life too late. Yeah. Well, I'm glad I did I'm not glad I went through all the bad stuff I went through, but a lot of people don't experience hard times, and then they end up being 25, 30 years old, and they're like, hey, let's go and do this. I've never done that, and then they end up getting hooked on drugs or becoming alcoholics, or they rob banks or whatever it is, because they made it their whole life without any consequence, so they just assume they're above it all. Then they find out the hard way, and it's like, nah, I had to eat shit for a long time before I realized I didn't want to anymore. Angry God? Yeah, I know. Everybody's here for the Klaus Daniels. Russell, did you know that Rita was Iranian? I didn't. I mean, I didn't know what she was, but I don't know. It doesn't bother me. She could be Iranian. I know she gave a stern message to the guy that we just smoked over there, the supreme leader, something like rotten hell or whatever, and she said it in their language, whatever they speak over there. Hair Juicer, hell no, I'm gonna mind my own damn business. That's what I be doing, Hair Juicer. Minding my business. Green Eyes, same here. Southern Comfort, yuck, never again. Yeah, I can't do it. It rots my guts out. Jack Daniels does too. I can't drink Jack Daniels. I like whiskey and bourbon and all that, but Jack Daniels wrecks me. He's too rough on me. Pumpkin, there's Baby Klaus. I know, he's a big old baby. Colty, I noticed a couple weeks back when she was talking, she mentioned that she grew up in Iran. She's a legal U.S. citizen, though, isn't she? I'm pretty sure she is. Talking about Rita, I don't know her whole story, but I'm pretty sure she's an American, at least now she is. Puff Stuff, Everclear, yeah. Trying to think, the best thing you can do with Everclear other than like pour it down the drain is making apple pie with it. People do that all the time here, and I don't think it takes very much to make it, but it tastes awesome. It tastes just like apple pie. Ghostly, she's an Australian though. I don't know. I don't know. I'm pretty sure Rita's an American now. I think she's in Minnesota or something like that, but I don't know much about Rita. James, sounds like you appreciate the finer whiskeys. I do like whiskeys. Wyatt got me this badass advent calendar. I think it was last year. And I held on to all those little whiskey bottles forever. I don't have any of them anymore, but I just would sip on them in the voice chat. Pumpkin, she was born in Arkansas? Oh, I see. Puff Stuff, weed concentrates. Oh, yeah, you can use it to make Rick Simpson oil, right? Is that what it is? Or Samson oil or something like that. RSO, I think they call it now. Meta, did they say how much money they got in the jackpots? No, because I think they're worried that other people will go out there and try it if they knew how much they could actually get from those ATMs. I was surprised that they admitted that there's situations where it doesn't trigger the police response. So people are hacking into these ATMs and it's not even triggering alarms or anything. Meta, I don't know if it's legal for them to block the money from Maduro. Found it interesting. Yeah, I mean, as far as I know, it's legal for them to do that because he doesn't have the right to an attorney. He doesn't have a right to anything because he's not an American citizen. But if you ask the liberals, then any person standing on the land has all of the constitutional rights. And so it kind of depends on who you ask. But with Maduro, I mean, I don't know. It kind of seems like they could do whatever they want. They went to his country. They went to his house. And they abducted his ass and left and didn't ask anybody for anything. So he's just getting a trial and stuff out of the kindness of Trump's heart, because Trump could just bury that guy in the desert somewhere and no one's going to do anything about it. They're just not. Nobody did anything about him, abducting Maduro. So, yeah, I don't know. Maduro's in a situation. I know that. Thank you so much, Rich, for the bits over on Twitch. Really appreciate you. Thank you so much for the support. What's up, Dollar Bill? Happy freedom to you. There's no Walmarts in Iran, only Targets. I seen somebody say that earlier. That's a good one. There will be, though. There's going to be Walmarts and McDonald's and everything else. I hope they're ready for it. What's up, Slenderbrella? Happy freedom to you. Jump of the gun there, Agent O. Steven, moon rocks? Yeah, those rocks will do. Prop Picture Girly, Amethyst, Agates. I mean, yeah, those rocks are all right. Some people like use them for witchcraft and stuff, though. I've always thought that was weird. People that like pray to their crystals and all of that. That stuff is witchcraft. I don't even think they realize it, but it is. What's up, Resistance? Happy freedom to you. Is it okay to have a gun if I only shoot my weed plants? I mean, I don't know. I'm not the judge here. I'm just the guy with the remote. Changing the channel. Colty, what just dropped out? What are you talking about? Ghostly. Oh, I don't know anything about that stuff, Ghostly. What's up, Boom? Happy freedom to you. The targets are being closed down quickly. They are. They are. Pumpkin, I like Rita. She's okay. She's got the approval. All right, hooligans. Moving forward here, like I said, investigators share update on Austin mass shooting as they search for a motive. Now, like I said, this sounds like a terrorist attack that they're not calling a terrorist attack. It's coming up next, but first I want to remind you, hooligans, really quick, that our friend Larry could really use your help. Larry's in need of a kidney transplant, and he's recently been in and out of the hospital. We put together a page for him over on the website. It's got his story, links, details, and he even made a GoFundMe. If there's any way you can help our friend Larry, please go check out his page over on the website. All right, hooligans, getting into this. Like I said, I think this is a terrorist attack, and they're mislabeling it, and I just don't know why. I don't know why. Maybe because he was on his own. Maybe because they can't confirm ties to terrorism. I don't know what their excuse is, but it sounds like terrorism to me. Either way, hit that like button and let's get into this.
Today, law enforcement sharing new details surrounding Sunday's mass shooting at an Austin, Texas bar that killed 2 people and injured 14 others. Austin police today identifying the 2 victims killed as 24-year-old Savitha Shawn and 22-year-old Ryder Harrington. Harrington, an active member of the Beta Theta Phi fraternity at Texas Tech, the group posting photos and a statement online saying he made the world around him better simply by being in it.
I believe one patient will be taken off life support sometime today, and then 2 other patients are still critical.
Austin police say a man armed with a pistol and rifle opened fire from his SUV, shooting at a crowd of people outside a bar along Austin's popular West 6th Street. The FBI says they found indicators on the alleged gunman, Jaga Zhang, that have them looking into possible terrorism as a motive. In this photo obtained by ABC News, Zhang seen wearing clothing referencing Allah. Multiple law enforcement officials say he was also wearing a T-shirt referencing Iran with an Iranian flag underneath. The FBI says the 53-year-old is a naturalized U.S. citizen from Senegal.
We are pouring through thousands of hours of video. We have massive amounts of both digital and physical evidence, and this is a around-the-clock, 24-hour investigation at this point, and any declarations on what led to that motive would be premature.
Witnesses describing a chaotic scene unfolding around 2 a.m. Sunday.
I saw people around me getting hit, and that's when I kind of realized like it was like targeted at us, like as in the crowd.
Texas Governor Greg Abbott says before Sunday's shooting, he had directed the DPS and Texas National Guard to increase patrols across the state in response to the joint U.S.-Israel military operation in Iran. Melissa Adon, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Okay. So anyways, they're saying that there was a mass shooting in Austin, Texas, killed 2, injured 14 people. A man with a rifle and a pistol opened fire from his vehicle at a crowd of people that were standing outside of a bar. They have a suspect of interest, and they describe that he is showing indicators that he idolizes terrorism, and they listed a bunch of reasons why. And then they said that he migrated here legally. Now, they're just calling it a mass shooting, but I don't understand why it's not considered like a terrorist attack, because he's displaying symptoms of terrorism, right? He may not have direct ties to terrorism, but you don't have to. You don't have to. If you want to kill a large group of people and you're idolizing terrorism, that makes you a terrorist. So, like, I don't understand why they're reporting it the way it is. Maybe they're looking for certain, I don't know, confirmation, I guess, to be able to outline terrorism. I'm not sure, but it sounds like a terrorist attack to me. Either way, next up we got the last little bit of the news, and it is Lefties losing it. Today it's titled Iranians Celebrate Imminent Liberation as Lefties Fume. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat and see what you hooligans think about this mass shooting in Austin, Texas. Russell, it's terrorism. Let's see. I've partied on 6th Street in Austin. It's Fun Street. Yeah. Well, it wasn't until this guy showed up and did that. What a bastard. Boom. If the terrorist had a t-shirt that said, "I'm a terrorist," they would still be questioning the motive. Yeah, boom. I think you're right. Ghostly had the crayon in his truck too. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, why are they not just calling him a terrorist outright? Pumpkin property of Allah or however you say it. That would be evidence he might be a terrorist. Yeah. Well, they had a lot of clues suggesting that. Totally care. I don't use the Rumble app. It never worked right for me. Yeah, I don't use it either. Anytime I watch anything on there, it doesn't function properly. It doesn't load correctly. And I don't know. They've had new updates with it, but I've kind of already walked away from it. So anytime I watch anything on Rumble, I just use the browser. I just open Brave browser on my phone or on the computer and just go to rumble.com and use it that way. I have the app on my phone so I get notifications. So if you guys comment on videos or anything like that, then I can go in and I can respond to you guys after, when you guys are watching replays and all of that. But otherwise, if I'm actively using Rumble, I just go to rumble.com. I don't use the app. It just gives me too many problems. Hayden sounds like a way to get people to discuss definitions around mass shootings. Could be. Well, it's up to you, Proud Patriot Grilly. You can send me the goods if you want. I'm not against it. I wasn't really sure what you were asking me, so I was just kind of talking in general about rocks altogether. What's up, Nicholas? Happy freedom to you. Hair juicer, Iranian flag shirt under a property of Allah hoodie. I wonder. Yeah, that's what I mean. It seems weird the way that they're putting labels on this guy. All right, hooligans, let's get into Lefties losing it. Like I said, this one is Iranians celebrate imminent liberation as Lefties fume. Now, while I'm getting this pulled up, what color do you think Rita is wearing today? Larry saying red, Hair Juicer saying brown, Russell saying fuchsia, Ghost is saying red, Elder Zoomer saying red, Watchman saying green, Colty saying yellow, safety yellow, Totally Care saying plum, Eddie Walker saying red. Happy freedom to you, Eddie Walker. Mike Engel, Rita in red. Agent O saying red. Right Mind saying white. Slenderella saying yellow. Make sure everybody gets their bets placed here. Resistance Dandelion. There you go. Green Eyes, black with a red tank top. Pumpkin saying white. Guess who? Rita's wearing nothing but red, green, and white body paint. Doing cartwheels. Angry God saying purple. Purple and bluish. Yeah, Meta. I see. I'm watching. Seeing if you're cheating. Double guessing. Is that everybody? Today, she is wearing communism red. Okay, I don't know if that's what color it is, but that's what color I'm gonna say, and that means I'm right. So go ahead and hit that like button and let's get into this.
And it's time for Lefties Losing It. And I wish I could say I was shocked by the Islamists and leftists mourning a dictator, condemning President Trump's strikes against Iran, and generally being miserable, oxygen-thieving miscreants. But I want to start Lefties on a high note tonight. So let's see Iranians adopting the Trump dance to celebrate the death of the dictator. It's not just Iranians adopting Trump's dance and favourite song. They've discovered that Donald Trump's signature dance moves work perfectly with Persian music. Don't believe me? Have a look at this. Now let's check in on the awful Jane Fonda, who had this to say about the efforts to liberate Iran.
This dangerous and insane war against Iran not only violates international law and our Constitution and War Powers Act, but risks exploding into a vast war of vast proportions, taking the lives of many.
Oh dear. You know, if the liberation of genuinely oppressed women fills you with so much dread, Jane, then perhaps you're a witch. You may just be a witch. Could explain a lot, no? Let's have a look at a CBS reporter who appears to be told to change his coverage of the Iranian celebration to not include praise of Donald Trump. Here is Vinny Materano being told they don't want us to focus on this. His response is brilliant. To the lefty meltdown in New York City now over the elimination of a brutal Islamist dictator. And I got to say, there were feelings of deja vu watching this pitiful but clearly well-organised and well-funded anti-Trump uprising. Yes, there they were with their professional-looking signs chanting, "Hands off Iran now." Just like they were chanting "Hands off Venezuela" a few weeks back, signs looked awfully similar too. Joining me now is filmmaker and commentator.
All right, that is Lefties Losing It. And that does wrap up the news. We are going to get into the fun stuff. We're going to be opening today's door of the Advent calendars sent by Watchman. We got an unboxing today because King of Biltong sent me something. And then we got our two funny videos of the day. First one's provided by Stoner, and it's titled, "Why Did You Send Me a Picture of My House?" And our official funny video of the day was provided by Ghostly, and this one's titled, "Little Bastard." All of that's coming up next. But first, we're going to hop in the chat and see what you hooligans think about Lefties losing it. Russell Love It talking about the Iranians doing the Trump dance. Yes. Celebrating. Thank you so much, King of Biltong, for the $5 hairs over on Rumble. Really appreciate you, King of Biltong. Thank you so much for everything. Says, almost forgot today is Texas Independence Day. Well, happy Independence Day to you, King of Biltong. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Ghostly protests don't mean anything. They happen all the time. They do. It's a regular occurrence now. Pumpkin protesters will never figure out they're on the wrong side. No, when they do, they just retire. But then there's two dumbasses to take their spot on the line there, so you never really see it happen. Pumpkin's so happy. And then they show Rita, because apparently Rita's Iranian, so she's doing the Trump dance too. Meta, go Rita. That's right. Proud Patriot Girly riots in Portland right now. Yeah, I believe it. Right mind lefties are nuts. They are. And they smell bad. It's one thing to be crazy, but to smell like shit while you're being just flat out crazy, it's too much. It's too much. Totally care. Even if they do, they won't admit it. No. Nope. Lefties can't admit to being wrong. They're just not able to. Alright, hooligans, let's get into the fun stuff. Like I said, we're going to be opening today's door of the Advent Calendar sent by Watchman. We are going to be doing an unboxing because King of Biltong sent me something, and then we got our 2 funny videos of the day. But before we get into this, I'm going to remind you, hooligans, really quick, if you'd like to support the live to keep us running, you're welcome to use the links in the video description. We have PayPal, Cash App, Stripe, Zelle, Venmo, Locals, Buy Me a Coffee. You can send something to the P.O. Box, or you can even send crypto. Now let's see what we get today from the Advent Calendar sent by Watchman. Now I think today is day 10, but I might be wrong. Let me see. Could be. No, today is day 11. Is it going to be a metal one? I bet it's going to be a metal one. The metal ones are more difficult for some reason. We'll see. We got a doubly. Why is that? I wonder if something happened. I wonder if one day we're going to pull a dud, because sometimes that happens. So we got 2 today. I'll show you here in a second. The damn metal ones are difficult. I might need your assistance, Klaus Daniels. Okay, so this is the first one. And this is the second one right here. This one's very interesting. So we're going to give it a couple seconds here, see what I can figure out. Now, I might be able... Yeah, see, I got this one. This first one, no big deal. This is what they should have started it with. See, I could figure this one out. The other one, I don't know. I don't know about the other one. Now what? I'm not going to be able to do it. Come on, do the thing. Now it's fighting me now that I'm trying to show you. I swear I can do it. I just did it. Come on, come on. Twist. I swear I just did this. I swear, can I only do it when I'm not showing you guys? Because sometimes that's a thing. Do. Turn around. Okay. I'm showing you. Ta-da. Okay. I did it. And then, okay. Now we got to do the second one here. This one, a little more difficult. Now this is almost like pierced titties, right? Unfortunately, I've never played with those, so I have no prior experience on how to do this. Oh, let me see. How did it get to this side? Oh, I'm figuring some stuff out here. This is gonna be one of those ones where I'm gonna get it, but I'm not gonna know how I got it. Pretty sure. I think I needed prior training to this. Hold on, we're trying some stuff here. Trying not to cheat by just bending the damn metal out of frustration. That's the real hard part here. Brain busters. If I talk enough, I will just figure it out. I can't even get to where I was. I've set it down and got farther than I am making progress right now, actually trying. I try too hard. It will be the downfall of me. If I have to look this up, Klaus isn't eating Fancy Feast today. Come on, damn it. I swear. I was doing all right. Not so much now. How do I do it? I'm figuring it out. Hold on here. I think I'm doing something. Progress may be made. Do we go like this? Oh, look at that shit. Okay, I did it. I did the thing. I didn't break it. I did not break it. Now can we stick it back together? That's the real deal here. I did it. I did it. You see that, Klaus Dane? I did it. I did them both. Yes. Patting myself on the back. We did it. Thank you so much, Watchmen. I appreciate you. Let's see what Bill Tong sent me today. Now that my brain's fried, it took all the brain power I had. What's in the box? What's in the box? Where you going? Mailman Klaus. Yes. Yes. Let's see what's in the box. Come on, Klaus. There we go. Where you going? Okay. Get some packaging here. Make sure you guys go check out Biltong USA. Go do the thing. BiltongUSA.com. Use code word Jeff. You get 10% off your order, so definitely go check it out. There's a whole bag of something here. There's a little box for Klaus. Somebody give me a little box. Jesus loves us. What do we got? Don't mess with that. All right. The Wagyu Peri Peri. I'm probably not saying that correctly, but we're gonna have to try some of this. I'm gonna try some of it. Look at that. Look at that in there. We're gonna have to try some of this. What else we got? What is this? What is this? Is this a little K-cup thing? Is that what this is? It's neat. It's very neat. We'll have to see. We'll have to investigate. Okay, I think we're good to go. Don't you worry about that Mylar bag. See you eyeballing it. Tribal Coffee. Western Highlands Coffee. It smells really good. Check this out. I'm not going to be able to try this on camera until we brew some. That makes me think this is a metal K-cup. We're going to have to read the chat here in a second. But first, we're going to try some of this Wagyu Peri Peri. It says it's hot. It's real hot. I don't know if it's real hot, but it says it's hot. So we got to find out. Now, I'm not prepared, so I will make sure to rub my eyes and everything else after I'm done trying this. It smells good. It does smell good. Let me show you guys. Let me show you guys some of this biltong right here. You got to get yourself some of the good stuff. Got to. It's mandatory. You have to. Yes. So good. You could have tried it. You sissy. It's really good. It's a little spicy. A little bit. Let me get my butt wipes here. It's spicy. Ooh. Peppery. Hot. It's hot. It's hot in a good way. Oh. It's hotter than Anna Paulina Luna. It's good stuff. Oh. Thank you so much, King of Biltong. You're a badass. I appreciate you. We have to confirm if this is a K-cup or not. I'm pretty sure it is, but I like validation. I'm a Pisces. Yes. Let me clear my desk here really quick. good to go is good. That biltong is so good. So good. It's the right amount of hotness. It's not going to make you shit blood tomorrow, but it's enough to let you know that you're alive. It's good stuff. King Biltong, you are a badass. All right, hooligans, let's get into some funny videos here. What's up, Jay Tyler? Happy freedom to you. Spicy. All right, this is our first funny video of the day. This one's provided by Stoner. Who? It's titled, "Why did you send me a picture of my house?" Good stuff. Getting into our official funny video of the day. I want any more biltong, but I can't be just sitting here all choked out. We got the pledge coming up and everything else. It's our official funny video of the day. This one's provided by Ghostly. It's titled, "Little Bastard."
You good, bro? You got a problem? What's up, tough guy? Huh? What do you want to do? Huh? You got a problem?
You want your iPad? You want your Coco Melon? All better.
Well, little bastard. He needs his little ass whooped. Anyways, that is all the coffee I had for you hooligans today. Grab this link list link. Thank you for letting me know I was muted, Lisa. You're a badass. Anyways, what I was saying is there is the link list link where all of my links are listed. So if you'd like to make donations, join membership programs, or purchase any merch, I would really appreciate it. All of your guys' contributions keep us running every day except for Sunday, because we got to have a day to recharge those batteries. Definitely go join Discord. Discord is our free hooligan community. It's the best way to be notified every single time we go live. The hooligans are there keeping the conversation going 24/7, and we have 2 news boards that keep you up to date with everything going on around the world. So definitely go join Discord. If you're feeling real saucy, go join jeffmaclive.com. Over on the website, it is the best way to experience the live. Our built-in chat has more ability than any other platform. You can post memes and GIFs and custom emojis and links and all kinds of stuff right there while watching the live. You will also have access to Hooligans Alley, which is our private social media area. You'll have access to the forums, the arcade, the Hooligan AI, and our advanced messaging system with the built-in group chats. So definitely go get yourself a membership for jeffmaclive.com. It's the home of the hooligans. Now, like I said, we're going to read through really quick. We got the Pledge of Allegiance coming up. Then we're ready now over on Rumble. Larry, eye drop time. For you or for me? That biltong is spicy. It's good, though. Hair juicer. What? When I do what? Gotta read the chat when you do it. What did I do, though? You talking about the puzzle? I try too hard. I make the puzzles more difficult than they need to be. What's up, Minnesota? Happy freedom to you. Biltong, that's the 2 out of 10 Peri Peri. I'm sending you the 5 out of 10 Ghost and the 8 out of 10 Reaper next. That is badass, King of Biltong. Oh my goodness. I gotta remember to get Mac the Goat some new batteries. I got them over there in the drawer. I'm excited for that, King of Biltong. I'm excited. Thank you so much for everything. Resistance. I know, little bastard. He's over flipping people off. What's up, Pickles? Happy freedom to you. Peyton cleanses the sinuses. It does. I need that today. Angry God, how come you never send me anything? What am I supposed to send you, Angry God? Resistance, the heatness. It is. I see. Toilet care, how hot is it? It's pretty hot. It's not killer, but it's hot. Watchman, Xbox fixed Rumble. It's running better than ever. Lagging is stopped on the app on my phone as well. Thank you for letting me know, Watchman. So we do have confirmation. This is a K-Cup. How do I open it? Do I just press on the side here? How do I do it? What's this band around it? I have to figure this out. Is there instructions? Do I pop it out of here? I don't want to break it. You guys are going to have to let me know. How do I do this? How do I pull the thing out of the center to put the coffee in it? Or do I do it some other way? I believe you, it's a K-Cup. I don't know how to open it, though. You guys are going to have to tell me. Maybe I need some tools. I don't know. You guys have to let me know. I'm excited to make some coffee. Tomorrow's live. I'm probably going to try some tonight, but tomorrow's live. Ugh. We're going to be trying some of this too. Now, King of Biltong, do you sell this as well? Or did you just send me coffee treats? I'm curious. Well, thank you, Pumpkin. I appreciate you. Toilet care. Jeff's a pretty fart smeller. I mean a smart feller. I try. Watchman, go ahead. Tell me off and then you'll get it. I just need to focus on not focusing so hard. It's how I get the puzzles done. Resistance, just ask GPT. I try not to ask the robot anything. All it does is make me mad. Resistance, sledgehammer, crowbar. I mean, maybe. Cash, you take the lid off the top, place it in the Keurig. I know, but I can't get the lid off. I'm going to have to be gentle and use some tools. Cass, I'm worried and excited. It's going to be fantastic. Thank you, Pumpkin. You're the bestest. Toilet care, only half can find the like button. Shame. Yep, shame. We need to get a bell. The shame bell like on Game of Thrones. We got the cowbell. That's for when we got buffaloes on the screen. King Biltong, it opens like an instant coffee can. What do you mean? How does that work? I just pulled the lid off on an instant coffee can. What am I supposed to do here? I don't want to break it. I don't know what to do. I don't want to break it. More cowbell, yeah, resistance. King Biltong, you sell the coffee also? That's badass. I think I'm probably going to make you a page over on the website. And that way when people are on the website, they can get some advertisement for that too. And then head over to your website. Cash, you like that? We got all kinds of stuff. I think my violin died. I don't know, the violin's good. I think it's the saxophone that died. Yeah, the saxophone needs new batteries. I'll figure that out. We got the Trump button. Happy freedom to you, Lisa. I'll survive the spicy biltong, don't you worry. The death chip was rough. The Reaper jerky was rough too. The hot popcorn, that was rough to deal with. The popcorn was probably the worst because it's so dry. It's just dry and hot. It's not good. What's up, Sancho's Library? Happy freedom to you. What's up to Freak? Happy freedom to you. Thank you for joining us. Nicholas, puzzles? Use the force. I was trying not to use the force, but if all else fails, you know, that's the thing to do. Yeah, I appreciate you being with us, 10 Man. I hope you arrived safely. Biltong. Oh, I appreciate it. Well, we enjoy you being here, Minnesota. All right, hooligans, it is that time once again. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, we did the thing. Let's figure out who we're raiding over on Rumble. But before we start the raid, we have to cut off Twitch because it is apparently against community guidelines to show the raids over on Twitch because they try to give us a strike. So we have to cut off the live over on Twitch. But if you'd like to participate in the raid, we are live on X, YouTube, Kick, Rumble, and jeffmaclive.com. So make your way over to those platforms if you'd like to participate in the raid. Otherwise, I will see you Twitch Hooligans tomorrow around 5 p.m. Eastern Time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. Everybody else sit tight because we got the raid coming up. All right, we're doing the thing. Moving along here. I'm craving the biltong. All right, looks like we're good to go. Who are we raiding today? It's the beginning of the week. Got a wide open schedule here. Cad Dog is live.
Why
He's
does this
playing
game look so
Resident
fucking
Evil.
good, man? Just
Hold
look
on, you jumping the gun here. Okay, I think we're gonna have to give it a second because he's in this movie scene mode. Just a moment. We're gonna raid the Cad Dog. He's unsuspecting. He's an hour and 33 minutes into the deal here. Now, like I said, he's playing this movie sequence. So I think once they get through this, he's gonna pop back on the screen. So we're gonna give it a second. We're just lurking in the shadows, watching. Yes, there he is. Hit that like button as soon as you land. Let's get raiding, you hooligans.
Hope you've been good, man. Oh shit, Jeff Mac with the fucking raid! W's in the chat for the Jeff Mac raid, bro. Welcome in, hooligans. Welcome in, Jeff Mac. We welcome you over here, baby. We appreciate you, man. W's in the fucking chat. Happy freedom, everybody. Happy fucking freedom, man. We're playing this new game. It looks absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Let's get some fucking hype in the chat, man. What's up? I'm the Resistant 2020. Welcome in, man. We playing the new RE? Hell yeah. Hold up. Let me pull you up where I can see you. Yeah, we're playing the new RE. Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Too Old to Care. I appreciate you dropping in. Spreading the love tonight. I appreciate you guys, man. We're playing the new Resident Evil. This is the second stream. How is it so far? Amazing, bro. Amazing. You should definitely get this fucking game, bro. You should definitely get this game. Welcome in, Pumpkin. I appreciate you dropping in, smashing the like, and spreading the love, man. If you guys repost the stream, it'll pop up on the screen. Have you dropped the 30 shorts for Rumble? So I dropped 7 today, and I'm dropping 7 tomorrow. So I'm dropping 14 over the next, well, today and tomorrow for this game. So if you want to check them out, they're live right now on all my platforms, but especially on Rumble, they're here. Bro, you should definitely get it, bro. You should definitely get it. Yo, what's up, Cash Ass? I appreciate you coming in. I appreciate you coming in, Cash. Congrats on the raid, love. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, man. Your homie said, Trump, he's the man. If you don't like it, fuck off and move to Iran. Homie's got a whole fucking poem. Welcome into the chat, bro. Homie said, after 9 years in my company, just survived the 10th layoff of this company. I'm blessed. Fuck yeah, Jojo. I love to hear it, bro. I love to hear that for you, bro. Keep grinding, man. Sounds good. I'm working on clips. I'll show yours some love, bro. I appreciate you, Jeff Mac. I always try to not disappoint with the shorts, bro. I always try not to disappoint. Yo, what's up, Jay Taylor? I appreciate you coming in, man. Boinks your thumbs up for you. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you guys coming in and spreading the fucking love, man. W Hooligans in the chat. What's up, Nomad? Much love to you, bro. Let's fucking go. What's up, Turbo? Hair Juicer 3K. Welcome in. Happy freedom. I hope you guys are having a great Monday night, man. We're playing this Resident Evil shit right now, bro. It's crazy. It's absolutely insane, man. Trump 2028, he said. Dude, we are having a great time. I don't want to spoil anybody that doesn't want to see it, but we're pretty deep in the game right now. Welcome back, Queen Josephine. I am the Resistance. I see you, bro, with the W's. I appreciate you, man. Cass saying what's up to everybody. I hope you guys all had a great start to your week, man. It's good to see each and every single one of you guys in the chat. But we're pretty deep in this game right now. I have about 10.5 hours under my belt. We've been slowly exploring things in this game, checking it out, and having a great fucking time. If you guys would like to see some shorts, I just uploaded like 7 today on the channel. So if you click on my channel, go to the shorts tab, you'll see the most recent 7. Let's get those likes up. I appreciate you, Jeff Mac. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys coming out, man. But I'm about to continue this game. So if you don't want to get spoiled, I suggest clicking off now. But I do appreciate you guys coming in and smashing the like, man. This game is fucking awesome. I'm not even going to say what I just did in this game because I don't want to spoil it. But it was fucking wild, bro. It was absolutely fucking wild.
Fantastic raid, you hooligans. Cat Dog's badass. So as the premium creator program over on Rumble, we are now required, well, we're not required, but we are offered an opportunity to where we could receive a little bonus or something. I don't really know yet. But we have to put out 30 clips in the month, and they're called shorts over on Rumble. They're Rumble shorts. And so I'm going to try and crank out 30 clips. We'll see. And it's all based on the performance of the Rumble shorts. So if you see me drop 30 shorts tonight, I don't know. I don't know how it's going to go. But if I drop 30 of them, go and hit the like button on every one of them because I might get a bonus. Maybe. I don't know what the bonus is going to be. It could be grab my ankles. It could be a few doll hairs. I'm not really sure. But just keep that in mind. So if you see me dropping truckloads of clips, that's why. That's why I'm doing it. It's my obligation as a Rumble premium creator. So keep that in mind. Either way, reading through, we are going to be wrapping this up. We'll be live again tomorrow around 5 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. Ghostly chip clips, 30? Dang, bro, I don't know if I could beat 30. That's the record. That's the record. 30 chip clips. Yeah, I appreciate you, King of Biltong. Thank you for everything. Watchman, a Klaus clip. Yeah. That's cheating. You know how women like put their cleavage out there and stuff and show their toes on the screen, all of a sudden they get 30 million likes. For me, I gotta share the cat. That's how I do it. That's the equivalence of shaking my ass on cameras. Look at my kitty. It's the best I can do. Hey, I appreciate you, Too Old to Care. Thank you for being with us. Thank you, Cass. Jay Tyler, we can't raid Salty Cracker. He's got it turned off. I tried to raid Salty Cracker when they first came out with raids, and he's got the setting turned off for some reason. Otherwise, we would raid the Salty Cracker. Totally care. Jeff dropping his shorts. I mean, I'm trying. I'm trying. Meta, in spite of what? What happened? I appreciate you being with us. I don't know what happened though. Hey, I appreciate you, Karma Carson. Thank you for being with us and thank you for all this support. What's up, Daniel? Happy Freedom. Shorts on YouTube. Yeah. I don't know if we'll post them on YouTube. We'll probably post some of them on YouTube, but gotta post them on Rumble. You hooligans are cracking me up. All right, it looks like we're good to go. Like I said, we'll be live again tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. Something I was going to say, now I can't remember. Oh, it's Monday. It's Monday. I was trying to think. I was like, it's not Friday. Tomorrow's not the voice chat. We're at the beginning of the week. My brain's all messed up today. Either way, I appreciate all of you guys being here. Thank you for helping me cover the news. And thank you for helping me make the news suck a little less. You guys are fantastic. Go enjoy the rest of your day. Find yourself some good food. Have fun and be safe. And I will try and do the same. And make your way back to us tomorrow around 5 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. Huge shout out to everyone that made donations, joined the membership programs, or purchased any merch. I really appreciate all of you hooligans, and I wouldn't be able to do any of this if it wasn't for you. So thank you so much for all your support, and I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.